friends, welcome back to Nessa's Nook. So today I'm going to make something I've not made this way before. My friend Mary over at Little House Happy Home, we send recipes back and forth to each other, and she had told me about this book, okay? And it came in today, and I got it actually cheaper off eBay than I could have got it off Amazon. So anyways, what I'll be making today is the creamy scalloped potatoes and ham. And it's on page 449. I don't know for sure if you can see that. And then anyways, so you all know that I make my own cream of mushroom soup. So I have the water out here. I have it started on boil. What I do is I make my own thing, and I'll link this to it. I'm also going to go ahead and put in some onion soup mix thing that I like because it's going to give that a nice little flavor. And I did take some of dehydrated onions and I reconstituted those. So all that should be fine. And I'm using turkey ham. And I had someone say they have a hard time finding turkey ham. So down in the description, you're going to see where I bought mine. And maybe if you're having a hard time in your state and you also don't eat pork like we don't, maybe that's a good thing for you. So I'll go ahead and bring you down here. And hopefully my voice don't go out. So I have my 3rd cup of the cream of anything soup mix. All right. And I use my little, sorry about that, got stuck on the thing. I'm using my little whirligig. What I usually just do is I kind of separate that just a smidge. Take that off, being hotter there. And then I'm going to go ahead and give that a quick little whirl. Now I do this before I add in my onion soup mix or the onions, because everything gets caught in that little blade down there. So it's just easier just to get everything mixed. This comes together very well. You could get a frother for like super cheap. So I'm going to go ahead and put in my onions because I like onions in my scalloped potatoes. Now obviously everything that is in these cookbooks, if you don't like things, leave it out. If you like things, great. If you don't, great, you know. So I'm going to go ahead and put in the cream, or some of my onion soup mix. And I have some of my freeze-dried mushrooms, which will also go in there. Now I put like a 1/3 cup to 2 cups of water because you have to reconstitute the mushrooms. Now this also did say to add a little bit of milk. But I'm going to see how thick this gets to see if I will go ahead and add the milk. They also said go ahead and add your turkey. So I already have, when we got this in, we already diced it and sliced it. So it's ready to go for meals. And this way when we go to fix something, we just dump it in the meals and go. Now I've never done it this way because usually, you know, you just layer it. I don't usually put the things on here to separate that. It's kind of weird, that's a big old clump right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let that cook for a little bit, and I will be right back. Alright, so the soup is done. I did add just probably what would be about a 1/4 cup of milk to that. And I did slice the potatoes. I got to clean this up with this little machine. I'll link that down below, or it'll be in my support my channel part. So it made the potatoes really nice and super thin. So what I'm going to do is dump out this water so I don't put water everywhere. And of course Mary knows that I'm all about dump it dinners. I'm not one. I know I have a cooking page here on YouTube, but I am not all about spending forever in a day in the kitchen. That's just not me. That's not what I like to do. That's why I cook with as many gadgets as I do, is to be hands-off as possible. Some people like touching their food and being part of everything, but I don't feel that necessity, so I don't do it. So go ahead and give this another little stir. And because that's got the ham and the onions and everything, you're just going to go ahead and pour that over, some on the first batch. First layer, I mean. All right. I go ahead and put the rest on here. Yeah, I'm not for sure if I like that potato thing or not. I mean, unless I'm doing things wrong, I didn't do a very good job, I don't think, on slicing the potatoes. And this is going to be a lot of dinner. Hopefully everybody's going to be hungry tonight. Now I'm going to put this on high, but it does not mean it's going to take that long because, you know, obviously these potatoes are super thin. It says 6 potatoes, but I did 5. Give this another little stir. And then stir this, pour this over the top. And scrape my pan. So what's going to be is it's going to look like this. Oh, I forgot the salt and pepper. Jeez, oh Pete. But it does have salt and pepper and stuff in that onion soup mix. So it does still have spices. So that was the pepper. And this is the salt. And I will go ahead and put the lid on this. And let that go ahead and go. Now, someone told me that I'm not supposed to lock this down. If anybody knows if that's just for travel to lock it down, I haven't been locking it down since they told me that, so I don't do that. But if you happen to know if you're supposed to lock this down, let me know. And I'll bring you back once this is done. All right, so the scalloped potatoes have been cooking for about 4 hours. I just turned that off. I'm going to go ahead and put this down so you can see what it's looking like. And we'll get this served up. Always still, of course, open the lid away from you so you don't get burnt. And that did really well, I think. And Mark came home and he says, dinner smells good, so that's a start. So this is what it's looking like. All right. So again, this was in this Fix It and Forget It, I believe page 449. And thank you very much, Mary, from Little House Happy Home, for suggesting that I get this. And I'm going to be looking through here and seeing if I can find some crock pot meals, because you guys have asked me to do crock pot meals. And I did take a taste of this earlier. By the way, it is very good. And so if you are looking for a whole bunch of, this is 1,400 recipes. So I don't know how many I'll be cooking out of the 1,400, but it's going to be a few. So thank you again, Mary, and thank you all for stopping by. I hope you have a very blessed and wonderful day.